Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it's May, and I'm still thinking about spring movies that I could watch. Since I watched The Idea of You for my last video, I was like, maybe I should watch another Anne Hathaway movie, and then I thought of Ella Enchanted. Yeah, I feel like Ella Enchanted is spring coded. Ella Enchanted is really interesting to me because I watched the movie first when I was really young and I loved the movie. And then I saw that the book was in my elementary school library and I was like, I'll give it a try because I love the movie so much. The book and the movie could not be any different. To be honest, the movie is not even an adaptation. It's more like the movie was inspired by the book, which is so sad because the book is actually really interesting. And after reading it, I was honestly kind of disappointed that the movie was just so different. So when people say that they don't like this movie because it's so different from the book, totally understandable. But alas, I still love the movie on its own. I treat the movie and the book like two separate things. Without further ado, let's get started on Ella Enchanted. Strange magic. This movie is honestly so corny. You can't even deny the fact that this was made to be a corny fantasy romance movie catered towards like kids, but man, it's just so enjoyable.
This one's for a baby named
Ella. Oh my god, such a chubby baby. Strange magic. Why does that crib look not safe? Like, I'm sure the sides are raised a little bit, but like one roll over and that baby is falling off. Abacus programmer. That's kind of funny. I haven't watched this in years, so I might notice things I've never noticed when I was a kid.
Lucinda! Oh, she gives the worst gifts. Lucinda here. Fairy par excellence.
I love her fairy fit. She looks so good. That's a fit you would see girls wearing nowadays, like to go out. Early 2000s core. It's back. It's back.
Where's the baby?
At her grandmother's.
Oh, look.
Why are they always putting this baby in danger?
Ella Frel, I give you the gift of obedience.
Who is this woman and why does she go around giving gifts? Why is that allowed if her gifts are so awful? I'm sure like a higher up fairy should handle this. Like they should fire her.
Why don't you go back to where you came from? Yeah.
Racist. Oh my gosh. Those of you who have read Ella Enchanted, have you read the author's other books? Because it's a whole universe that expands outside of Ella Enchanted. It's kind of interesting, honestly. And I'm pretty sure Arita has a role in some of the other books.
Only the fairy who gave you the gift can take it back.
Not fair.
Yeah, that gift sucks. Having to obey. Imagine if she got into an abusive relationship with a man. That would actually be so awful.
Only Mandy and I know about the gift, and you must never tell anyone else. What's inside you is stronger than any spell.
These are some empty words, Mom, not gonna lie, because the spell is pretty powerful. If something was in her that was stronger than the spell, she would have broken the spell already. I know, she's a dying mom, she has to say her piece or whatever. If Ella was the one who was sick and was the one dying, all that you do is tell her to not die, and then she's cured. That would be kind of sick, though. That would be an advantage. It's actually insane how Anne Hathaway doesn't age.
My precious Hattie. And my...
Oh my gosh, I remember watching something and it had the actress who played Hattie in it. And I was like, oh my god, Ella Enchanted!
But I do seem to remember that at the Noblemen's Convention you said that you lived in a castle.
Noblemen's Convention. Lady, you should have seen the house before you agreed to marry. Doesn't seem very smart to me.
Hattie's president of the Prince Char fan club.
You know, Char and his uncle are responsible for the segregation of the kingdom.
So? He's dreamy.
Yeah, Ella said equal rights.
My clothes need more room than this. We'll have to use yours. Show it to us.
The way that Ella has perfect posture when she goes to obey someone.
What's this? I do actually like this.
Please don't touch it. It was my mother's.
Can I have it? Hand it over.
Ooh, the way that okay, when people like snap their necklaces off like that, how do you put it back on? You basically broke the chain. How old is this movie? Is this 2004? This movie's 20 years old.
Bruh.
Feeling my age a little.
When King Florian was killed, allegedly, by an ogre, Sir Edgar saw it as an opportunity to exile all
Oh, girl, have some decorum. I have been guilty of doing that to my necklace before. But when you're in front of your class, in public, that's gross. Also, it's not even yours. I doubt she sanitized that.
We wouldn't have today's thriving free enterprise system.
Oh, it's only free because we've enslaved the poor creatures and they're forced to work for nothing. Edgar is a monster and I don't...
Yeah, you tell her, girl.
Prince Char will be the greatest king ever. Right, girls?
Yeah.
Just admit you're stupid and don't know what you're talking about.
I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm talking about. In conclusion...
Hold your tongue, Ella.
I'm honestly surprised this is like the first time someone has suspected that she's been cursed.
My tongue itches.
Ooh. Oh, the way that she just scratched her tongue. Ugh. Also, the actress who plays Arita, I know her from this movie and from Bend It Like Beckham. Both classic movies that I watched in my childhood on repeat.
Uncle, do I have to go to the small opening?
As heir to the throne?
Hugh Dancy is so pretty. This man, he was dreamy. Also, growing up, I had always watched this movie, but it wasn't until like way later when I was like looking it up on Wikipedia that I saw that the actor who plays the king is the same actor from The Princess Bride. I know his name, like Carrie, but I can't pronounce his last name. I was so mind blown because like I didn't even recognize him. He looks so different than when he was Wesley in The Princess Bride.
Let's put on a smile. Remember, image is everything.
Obsessed with the way that he rolled his tongue. Like, why? Artistic choice. We want Char! We want Char! This movie is such a capsule of mid-2000s movies. I love it. I know that when movies try to capture, you know, like 2020 and nowadays, it just comes off like kind of cringy. But I know that like when this came out, I think a lot of people found this cringy too. You know, like a bunch of movies that people like hate on nowadays. I'll use The Kissing Booth as an example. Like that movie's so cringy. I just know that in the future, there's gonna be a whole generation of people that was like, oh, I love The Kissing Booth. That movie raised me. And that's so interesting. I think about that often.
Why don't you do what your people usually do? Steal my land and destroy my livelihood. Now it's...
Kind of rich for her to say that when she is in the privileged species, which is human. If she said that in front of like the actually marginalized groups like the elves and stuff, oof.
You care more about your fan club and your next jousting tournament.
No, actually, I've never been comfortable with the whole adoring fan club thing. Perhaps that's why I find your obvious disdain for me so refreshing.
Classic. Oh, she's not fazed by my status, my fame, my wealth, or whatever. I like her.
Prince Charmant!
Oh my gosh, the way that the wind just like blew in her hair and it looks so majestic and soft and flowy. I feel like that's one of the takeaways I've always gotten when I was younger. I'm just like, wow, like her hair, so thick and healthy and beautiful. I cannot relate. I can't relate.
Well, I'll try and be more considerate next time. I'm saving you.
Next time, what makes you think we'll see each other again?
Well, won't we?
Ella, Frau, you are not like other girls.
I didn't realize he actually said that phrase. That's crazy.
Stop flirting with him. It's me he's going to have at his coronation.
That's delusional.
Apple in your mouth.
She called her a pig.
Oh, don't bother with her. Ooh. I'm the one you want.
This actress really sells it. Like, I don't know. I can't imagine anyone else being Hattie.
I used to stand outside your castle and
watch you turn your lights on and off. I remember thinking that Hattie and I forgot her sister's name, their dresses were so ugly because they were like bright and gaudy. Now that I'm rewatching it, the orange is kind of a slay. If she accessorized it better, it would look so cute. Like the flared sleeves, basically like knit. It's kind of cute.
Take those. Take them.
Okay. I'm gonna be nitpicky. I feel like when she told her to take them, she didn't have to like put it in her bag. She could have just like taken them off the stand and that would have counted. And then she could have just easily put it back. Obviously, Hattie would have counteracted that and been like, oh, like put it in your purse. Specified steal it. You know how it's like a thing where if you make a wish with the genie will grant it in a way that like you don't really expect the wish to go. I want $1 million, 1 million doll hairs or like that sort of shit. So I feel like her curse could have loopholes depending on how you phrase the command.
Who put you up to it?
Tell you it was Arita.
Tell me who's to blame.
Arita.
I also feel like commands can like overpower each other. Hattie said, tell her it's Arita. But then the stepmother said, tell me who's to blame. So that should override. And Ella should have said it was Hattie because Hattie's the one to blame. Like the real reason? I don't like how the commands are like compounded together so that Hattie and the stepmom's commands blend together to blame Arita.
Answer the door and tell her that you never want to see her again.
Tell her you could never be friends with an Aorthian.
I never want to see you again. I could never be friends with an Aorthian.
See, she already did it. Can't Mandy just tell her, like, go tell her that you were forced to say her or something? Also, why doesn't Mandy just say, don't ever obey your stepfamily again? And then that's it. Because, I mean, her mom on her deathbed was like, don't ever tell anyone about your curse. That carried on into, like, the present day. So why has no one... Wait, yeah, how come no one has ever commanded her to, like, never... Oh, that could count. I was gonna say never obey anyone, but that's kind of... that could be misconstrued. Yeah, don't let anyone command you ever again. Or don't let your stepfamily or your stepsisters command you again.
I love you too, my little Pookie Pages.
Not as much as I love you, Cuddle Buns.
Ooh, I loved you more.
Okay, lots of love.
Imagine getting freaky with a book. I mean, people read smut all the time.
Watch this.
Show me Lucinda.
Ta-da!
The girls and I need bouquets for our portrait sitting tomorrow. Go pick some.
Yeah, okay, see, she goes to pick the bouquets, but it's like poison ivy. There is some loophole in the commands. They're picking and choosing exactly what she is allowed to do, but it's not consistent. But again, I am nitpicking a movie that's not meant to be taken seriously.
As her stepfamily scratched their newly found itches, Ella was off, glad to be rid of the witches.
Don't be a coward. Call them bitches.
According to this map, if we head due east towards Monster Rock...
Okay, I also really like the book animations and like how he's just like a floating head. It's giving Haunted Mansion.
What do you think you're doing to that poor elf?
The rabbit punch! Come on! Neil!
How does this elf know how to fight?
Now how all elves are forced to sing and dance.
Visitors!
Oh my god. This scene is so... It's so stupid. It's so absurd. Make you feel good. Will make you feel good. And the way that the CGI and the green screen is so bad.
Jeremiah was a
bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine.
What is this anyway? Ella's secret diary.
Oh, that big ass book is her diary.
I want to be a lawyer.
Guess that would be in small claims court.
What is that?
Nothing.
Also rude of him to put his cup on her book.
No elf shall be engaged in any occupation other than singing, juggling, and or tomfoolery.
Insane law to pass.
A talking book. For a minute there, I thought I was going crazy.
Feeling so lonely.
What's that? What? Nothing?
That hit was so personal.
Go and dust off your ball gowns and pack your bags. I think I may have found you another chance.
At your future husband. Oh my god, girl.
You know, I've met Prince Charmant, and I think he might be different than his uncle.
Why? Because he's a hunk.
But honestly, Ella and Char had one interaction and she already changed her tune. Not the girl boss we thought she would be.
I am the ogre. Nish.
I think that there's been a big mistake here. See,
Oh my god, their ass cracks are so big. It's like going up the back.
Forget that!
who are you?
Oh my god, she literally forgot.
I am the ogre. Nish.
The way that he repeated it in the same cadence too.
Now keep your mouth shut and don't move.
Where the hell did Char come from?
Druce, can't we just get along?
They were gonna eat her.
They had things well in hand.
Yes, I could see that as you were dangling over the boiling cauldron. No doubt lulling the ogres into a false sense of security.
Just to say, it wouldn't have worked if you hadn't come barging in.
Why are you arguing with him, girl? Come on, can you say thank you for saving me?
Just a scratch.
You better let me help you with that.
Transition.
Where were you headed?
The Giants Village for a wedding. I'm meeting my godmother.
Well, that's on our way back to Lamia. We'll accompany you. It makes it so much easier rescuing you if I don't have to commute.
Yeah, like where the hell did he come from? How did he find her just in time to save her? Unless he's stalking her.
Traveling with an elf. Your boyfriend couldn't make it.
No.
Oh.
Because I don't have one.
Oh.
Slannon wants to petition the kingdom for the right to become a lawyer.
That's not really my area of expertise. My advice to you would be to talk to my uncle. I'm sure if you make a good argument, he'll come round.
Useless. He's useless. As if just anyone can speak with the king. Come on.
Had no say in the matter.
Well, thanks to your uncle, there are a lot of people who have no say in the matter. Nobody should be forced to do things they don't want to do. Take it from somebody who knows.
Okay, speak your truth, girl. It was like the lighthearted music, the romantic following on the horses or whatever, and then it like suddenly cuts to slavery. This movie is something else.
Maybe you can get to the bottom of this here at the wedding.
Maybe you can find your godmother.
If this movie wanted to be taken seriously and was smarter with their cinematography and acting, directing choices, they would have done something smart using perspective with the giants. Like how in Elf, they use perspective to make the elves look smaller and Will Ferrell to look bigger. But they don't do that. They literally just green screen Ella and Char with the giants.
Prince Charmant, what are you doing here?
Oh my god, he's drunk as fuck.
He's here as a friend to hear your complaints.
Then welcome.
Who wants to do that at a wedding? When you're at a wedding, you're there to party and celebrate love. Is this the place to talk about your political and cultural grievances?
Is Lucinda Perryweather here?
I love that fit. The fairy fits are so cute. That fart was so potent, you could see it.
We have to leave.
No, you have to stay for the party.
Okay, I'll stay.
You don't have to stay. I don't want to make you do anything you don't want to do.
Wow, and that got her. That is so bare minimum, girl. You should expect that from everyone. But whatever. He's cute and he's a prince.
But I wish you would stay.
And he says the right things.
I guess one more night wouldn't hurt.
Yuck.
Hater. This snake's a hater.
So you're looking for your godmother, Lucinda?
I have no idea where she is, and I need to find her as soon as possible. Because I miss her.
You couldn't have thought of a better excuse.
There's our little entertainer.
Slannon doesn't sing.
Well, how about you then, huh?
Me?
How could you ask the guests to put on a whole performance? Somebody to love. Say what you want about this movie, but the scene is iconic. Somebody, and anybody find me somebody to love. Damn, she added the dance herself. Somebody to love. Sing it, girl, sing it. Every day I try and I try and I try, but everybody wants to pull me down. Say I'm going crazy. Yeah. Bro, Slannon's like, what the fuck? To be fair, I think if I was either Slannon or Char, I would also be like, what the hell? Like, where's this coming from? Find her somebody to love. Find her somebody to love. Somebody to love. Okay, Slannon, can you handle all of that? That's all woman right there. That's a whole giant woman.
Being an elf, I love to sing.
Okay, their size difference isn't like too bad. I thought the giants were way bigger and that he was smaller, but I was gonna say that he could honestly just fit his entire body in her.
Brother, my mother passed away before she had any more children.
My mother passed away too.
Okay. Bonding over their dead moms?
I have Edgar, I guess. He's not such a bad guy. He risked his life to save my father, and he brought me up as his own son.
So this is the Lion King.
Tomorrow I'm going to go to my uncle, and I'm going to ask him to repeal the elfin restrictions. Slanham will have his day in court if I have anything to say about it.
We love the energy. But the thing is that how much of it is him being influenced, like truly having a change of heart and thinking like, oh shit, it is wrong to have people exploited and blah, blah, blah. Or is he just doing it because Ella is pretty, she's a pretty girl, and he wants to impress her? We want to think it's the former. But I think it's a combination of the two, because honestly, if it wasn't Ella and some other girl was saying this to him, he wouldn't even like think about it. He wouldn't even give it a second thought. Aww, the way he was just looking at her. Also, not gonna lie, that looks ugly. That's an ugly kingdom.
I want to look 25 at tonight's ball.
May I recommend our newest procedure? Bat physates and oxen blood. Batox.
Batox.
Is Ella here?
She's, with Hattie and Olive. Take.
Oh, the other sister's name is Olive. Honestly, Olive as a name is so cute.
Prince Char walked on his actual floor!
Stop tonguing the foyer.
What a line. Stop tonguing the foyer.
I bet he showers naked.
A lot of fangirls do think that way.
Hold it, Pipsqueak.
Hey, I'm with the prince.
Wait, did they just walk off without slamming? They didn't notice that he got stopped? That's actually so fucked. See, Ella Enchanted is she's not the girl boss that we all thought she would be. And Char isn't being a real one either. It's performative.
Look, I don't mean to rush, but now I really need to find my godmother. And Slannon, too, where is he?
Oh, now you remember him?
Don't forget, you are with the future king.
Char!
Hello, Uncle.
I honestly just forgot about the king. He showed up once.
Ella, this is my Uncle Edgar. And,
His little smile.
this is his... Heston.
Hey.
Hey!
One just has to grin and bear it, I always say. Grin and bear it. Hop to it then, both of you.
Obsessed with the way that he hopped with her.
Here's the latest census.
Ella has lots of interesting opinions about the kingdom, Uncle. You should hear them.
Lots of interesting opinions. I feel like the way he phrased that is kind of... That doesn't sound like he actually believes in her cause. Oh, she has her little silly opinions. Not that I believe in them, but like...
I'm going to ask her to marry me.
Marriage is insane.
Ella of Frel is your sister. What do you know about her?
What's in it for me?
After the coronation, you'll need to take a queen.
Queen Olive.
For the eldest daughter, of course.
That's a bummer.
Oh dear, how clumsy of me. Pick it up. And while you're about it, why don't you pat your head and rub your tummy at the same time? Now jump up and down.
While doing it at the same time? He didn't specify that though.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty.
So stupid.
Evil plans, remember?
Oh, she is shaking it, but not in like a good way. If this was made nowadays, she would be shaking some ass, like seriously.
At the stroke of midnight, you will take this dagger and plunge it through his heart and kill him.
Once the king is gone, I feel like Benny should just be like, no, don't kill the prince. And just override it.
Now go.
Oh wait, fuck.
You will tell no one of this plan.
Dear Char, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do, and I hope you'll understand.
This scene was so serious for me when I was younger. I was like, I'm devastated they can't end up together. But now that I'm watching it, they barely knew each other. How am I supposed to be emotional about this?
Someone has to get back into the castle, find Benny, and then keep Char away from Edgar.
Why? What's going on?
I already told you I can't tell you.
Like, can't Benny just be like, tell me right now, and it will override the king's command? Come on. Come on. That's like a well-bound book. You're just gonna recycle it? What a waste. I love that they stay with the color palette. Like, she's purple and she's orange. Every outfit. She is so lucky that she somehow ended up in that random flower field.
Do I know you, child?
Ella Frel, you gave me a gift.
Oh, yes. The obedient one.
How does she remember? Doesn't she go around giving these gifts often?
I will do anything you ask. Please, take it back. You don't like my gift? Get rid of it yourself. Don't blame me for your problems. And in fact, just to prove what a gem I am, I'll unchain you.
I can't get over how cheap that just looks. It looks like something from AliExpress, from Shein. Out of all the Cinderella adaptation dresses, I gotta say, I think the Enchanted one's probably the worst one. Just from the top of my head, the ones I'm thinking of.
Something tells me she just couldn't stay away.
They hired him just for these little quick quips. I feel like this all could have been avoided if some people just spoke up. Come on, Slannon. Be like, what is going on with you? Tell me what is going on with you. And then she would have told him the plan. Then he would have been like, oh, well, don't kill the prince. And then, boom, she doesn't have to kill the prince. Come on.
I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you everything.
These last few days have been so perfect. Will you marry me?
No.
What is it? My politics? Your family?
Well, politics is pretty important.
Those things aren't important.
They are kind of important. Also, the way that she's like sobbing and saying no. Can Char ask like what's wrong? Like tell me what's wrong? Why doesn't he suspect that she's acting weird?
You will no longer be obedient!
So you're telling me that she could have just looked at herself in the mirror this whole time and told herself that, and she would have been uncursed?
I can explain!
I hate it when characters are like, please, no, I can explain. Can you just say that Edgar forced you as she's being dragged away? Come on, time is of the essence.
Help! Please, somebody get me out of here!
Oh, someone put him in the wrong recycling bin. How did they fit the giants in there? The sizing for the giants are so inconsistent because they looked so massive when we first saw them, but then they're actually like not that big in comparison to like humans.
Now open this door before I sue you for everything you own. Now move it! Now, come on!
That actually worked on him?
With a challenge to the principles of equality, freedom, and civil liberties, this elf will draw the sword.
He was strapped with the pepper.
Can we at least take him to go?
Put the nice man down.
They're just a little hungry.
Show me Edgar!
That's Char's crown.
His little hunch, please. He's such a cartoon villain. The poisoned crown too. The smoke emitting from it. That kid is getting secondhand poison just being near the crown like that.
Drop that crown!
Seize them!
Do you think fighting with the ogres at one time, she retained the fighting skills? Because like now that the curse is like broken, she can't just like fight like she did before. This movie is unserious. Who brought in the ninjas? In the writer's room, who greenlit putting ninjas into this movie?
Fairies and kingdoms across the land, please help me turn Benny back into a man.
A lot of women wish the same thing, girl.
I'm pretty sure that you're the best thing that's ever happened to me.
How long do you think they knew each other? The events that happened in this movie, like a week?
Oh, hold on.
This crown is mine! This kingdom is...
Oops. The dumbest way to resolve that. How is he stupid enough to wear the poisoned crown?
Ella, stop kissing him! You are never to kiss him again.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Marry me?
Ah, that'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
That was an awful cut. Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried. Oh, honey, if I get restless. Baby, you're not that kind. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, nobody knows it. Nobody knows it. Right from the start, I gave you my heart. Don't go breaking my heart. Oh my god, not the king being incapacitated. I thought that would have killed him. Is it because the crown wasn't on his head long enough? If Char just like took the crown off right away, he'd be in the same state? Okay, Arita. Even though I don't remember what happens to Arita in the universe. I would like the record to show that I was right about Char and his loosey-goosey values, because when he was proposing and Ella was like, no, 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 I can't. He was like, what is it? What is it? Is it my politics? And I was like, aha! Got you right there. What do you mean she can't marry you because of your politics? You didn't actually absorb what Ella was trying to say, her viewpoints and whatnot. I just know that those two argued about politics all the time when they're married. Anyways, I don't think I watched this movie since college, actually. It's honestly a little worse than I remember, but I still really enjoy this movie. The thing is that Enchanted is just one of those movies where I can just put it on the TV and I can just kind of zone out and just watch without really thinking. I don't really need to analyze this movie. But because I did a video on it, you know, I'm really paying attention. That's when the nitpicking starts. You know, like on a normal day, no thoughts, just pure vibes. But when I really analyze and think about it, objectively, it's not really a good movie. Anne Hathaway carries. That's for sure. Hugh Dancy, he did his thing. I mean, like, can't really blame him there. But his character is so one-dimensional. Like, there's just nothing more to him. The star of the movie is Hattie. That actress, she put her all into that performance. She's a blast. I feel like every time I watch this movie, I'm always just like, wow, Hattie is like so much, but I'm kind of living for it. I totally understand if you don't like this movie. It is pretty ridiculous, but it's just, it's a kind of absurdity that I'm just into it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If they ever decided to adapt the book again, I would really hope that they stay true to the book, because the book is awesome. But yeah, that was fun. Every time I watch this movie, I just have a blast. Like, even when I'm like critiquing and nitpicking it and all that, I'm still having fun. And that's just all that matters on this channel. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. Please give me a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you for the next video.